Hey guys, Dom here, back again with a huge Elder Scrolls video. Now today we're going to be looking into the brand new trademark and possible release date for the Elder Scrolls 6. Now, firstly, I want to clarify that a big portion of the information in this video was founded by one of my fellow Bethesda brothers, Skullzi, and I personally want to give him full credit for his amazing work that he does on his channel. I mean, he is the trademark king. Honestly, if you have a trademark or information hiding somewhere on the internet regarding Bethesda, you better believe that Skullzi will find it. Even if you try to hide it inside of a realm within Azura's star, you better believe Skullzi will find it. So with that, I 100% believe what Skullzi has found is fact. He's well educated in trademarks and legal terms, and if you want to check out his original findings on this information, I will leave all of his videos linked in the description below. Now, since Bethesda's E3 conference back in June, we've all been wondering when we'll hear more on Bethesda's upcoming Elder Scrolls title, following 2011's Game of the Year, Skyrim. And to be honest, I thought it would be years until we heard anything about the Elder Scrolls 6. Which is mainly why I haven't really been covering a lot of Elder Scrolls on this channel. I mean, with Bethesda announcing their brand new IP, Starfield, a game which has been one of this channel's main focus for over a year now, it kind of seemed pointless to cover a game I knew we'd get no information on for years. Well, that was until today. And with these recent findings, not only do we have a little bit more information on the Elder Scrolls 6, but we've been teased with a title for the upcoming Elder Scrolls game. Now, this information has come from Bethesda's parent company, ZeniMax. Just like the Starfield trademark we got all the way back in 2013, we've received a brand new trademark by ZeniMax by the name REDFALL. Now, as we can see, the REDFALL trademark has been classified as a Class 9 classification, which meant for video games and computer games, just like the clarification we got for the Starfield trademark. And if you scroll down, you can see the last applicant owner for this trademark, which was, of course, ZeniMax in Rockville, MD, which is of course the main office for ZeniMax Media and of course Bethesda Game Studios. It's actually the studio we see in the NoClip documentary where they filmed all the behind the scenes for Fallout 76 and the history of Bethesda Game Studios. Now, one of the interesting things about this brand new trademark was actually the date in which this trademark was filed. Now, as we know, or suspect at least, the Elder Scrolls 6 is at least 3 to 4 years off, seeing as Bethesda are currently working on future content for Fallout 76 and the previously mentioned Starfield. But the good news is that this trademark actually gives us more credibility to believe that this trademark is actually linked to the Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, let's look at the Starfield trademark. Starfield was trademarked roughly 5 years before its announcement. So we could be right in predicting that yes, Elder Scrolls 6 has been trademarked now, which could mean we could be seeing an announcement for the Elder Scrolls 6 in 3 to 4 years. Now, let's just talk about the name, REDFALL. Now, the first thing I thought of when I heard the name Elder Scrolls 6 REDFALL was Hammerfell, seeing as the trailer for the Elder Scrolls 6 does seem to take place in areas of both Hammerfell and High Rock. The name REDFALL just seems to fit the surrounding area. I mean, Redfall, it gives me the kind of Redguard vibe, like Hammerfell, but then also the surrounding area of High Rock. I don't know, there's just something about that name that really works, and it kind of lends itself more to the Elder Scrolls than Fallout or say Starfield, a sci-fi game. Especially seeing as Todd Howard said after their E3 conference that the location shown in the Elder Scrolls 6 trailer is the only true thing we know about Elder Scrolls 6. Now, let me just explain myself here. The reason I say both areas, Hammerfell and High Rock, is another speculation I have about the future of Bethesda Game Studio games. to which I believe the Elder Scrolls 6 will be an open, multi-region game, meaning that we will be able to explore both Hammerfell and High Rock in the Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, Todd is always talking about the next giant leap for Bethesda Game Studios, and I believe open, multi-areas will be just this. Starting with Starfield, which will have an open universe with different explorable planets, each filled with its own lore and history, which then, with this new technology from Starfield, will be transferred to the Elder Scrolls 6 with 2 giant open regions for us to explore, instead of just one region or one area like in Skyrim or Boston for Fallout 4. I mean, for example, just look at the work Bethesda are doing right now. They're already pushing the boundaries with current technology, with their upcoming Fallout title, recreating an entire state. And as I said, that's on current software. Imagine what they're creating with next generation development kits. Now, with all this, I know what you're all thinking. How long does a game like this take? How long will it be till we hear about the Elder Scrolls 6? Well, we actually get more information on the Elder Scrolls 6's possible year of release, and it's right here in another trademark. Now, digging deeper, if you go onto the official trademark site for the United States government, that's right, this trademark is super official. Now, if you go to the official US trademark site and type in the trademark serial number, you will come across the actual paperwork by ZeniMax for this REDFALL trademark. Now, I must add that this information is public. I've not gone around hacking anything or hacking some terminals and, getting some information that way. You can actually get this information, which is all available on the US government trademark site. Now, moving on, this information is mostly the same as the first trademark. The class 9 clarification, the date it was first filed, etc, etc. But there are some new pieces of information that actually help us determine when we could be seeing the Elder Scrolls 6. And that information is hidden within the filing system of which this REDFALL trademark was filed. Now, this trademark actually comes under a 1B filing, which in layman's terms basically means that ZeniMax must provide proof of this trademark within the first 3 months of it being filed. Although they can have a maximum of 5 extensions after this trademark has been filed, but the overall time before proof is needed before your trademark is deleted is 3 years. That's right, we could be seeing the Elder Scrolls 6 in some way, in some form, a release date, a trailer within 3 years. Now, I know 3 years isn't really that long for an Elder Scrolls game, but with the company's expansion, this could very well be possible. With only a mere 100 people working on Fallout 4, and now they have 4 development teams working for Bethesda Game Studios, we could very well be seeing Elder Scrolls 6 in some way by 2021. Now, while I do believe that REDFALL is related to the Elder Scrolls 6, I just wanted to give you a few of my theories about what REDFALL could be. And one of the possibilities is that REDFALL could actually be an expansion for Fallout 76, seeing as this is Bethesda Game Studios' next big title and will be a game that will be supported for the next 10 years with brand new events, expansions, DLC. Maybe REDFALL could be a DLC about communism, i.e. the Red Party. We've had some referencing in Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 about the Communist Party in Bethesda games. It does seem to be a recurring thing. Maybe in REDFALL we somehow face off against the Chinese army, seeing as the events of the Great War were between America and China, which resulted in nuclear war. And also, this game does take place only 25 years after the events of the Great War. So maybe that's what REDFALL's about, maybe communism, something like that. Maybe we fight against the Communist Party. Maybe this will come in the form of a DLC, but I'm not sure how that would work, seeing as this is a multiplayer game and an online multiplayer game. Another theory is that REDFALL is related to the Elder Scrolls 6, but could be a codename for the Elder Scrolls 6. I mean, this wouldn't be the first time that this has happened. Bethesda's previous title, Fallout 4, was actually called Institute before Fallout 4, as explained by Brian T. Delaney when they were casting back in 2013 for the main protagonist of Fallout 4.
For a game, does it say Fallout 4 on the audition?
No.
thing? Okay.
No. It actually had an original code name called Institute, and that got leaked, so they had to give a new one.
Right.
Which the first code name they probably racked their brain thinking about. Then they had to think of a new one, so they just picked a random name, something like that. So yeah, I didn't know what it was. As a matter of fact, I didn't know what it was my first day of work.
So could REDFALL be a codename for the Elder Scrolls 6? Or is this the brand new title for the Elder Scrolls 6? All I can say is that we'll be finding out within 3 years, 2021. But anyway guys, what do you guys think? Do you think REDFALL's the title of the Elder Scrolls 6? Let me know in the comments down below, gain some good karma, and consider supporting the Patreon, just like Nathlir, Vicon Stark, James Bantz, Big T, Backanger, Dirty Aether, and Phil Sorb, who are my $5 and above patrons. Also, if you want to be a part of the fan unboxing series, check the postal address down below. And if you liked this video, hit that on that like and subscribe button. And as always, you there, have you heard of the High Elves?